Hello, welcome back. I've now refreshed the game files, so I'm hoping the issue from the previous part with the kind of blocky grass textures is going to be fixed. No way of knowing until we actually get in the fight, so we're just going to go ahead and give it a go. We're going to build a few buildings. We're going to get an archery range in Capua, down in Syracuse I think it was, or it might have been something else. There's definitely another town I was looking at which I've now forgotten, just as we start the part, unfortunately. Actually in Capua I'm not going to build this. I'm going to go for the Shrine to Vulcan, or the Awesome Temple of Vulcan, because we can then upgrade everything we already have in this city. And I think what I was looking at was in Corinth. We are able to build the Hippodrome, so we're going to go for that. That's going to improve our public order, as well as enable us to potentially recruit some better cavalry units. Byzantium I think is fine. We don't have too much money left, so let's focus on military units. In this town, as I said in the previous part, once we've finished off the Proconsul's Palace, I'm hoping we're going to be free to actually step out in the town, but for now we're pretty much stuck, so we're just going to go with staying put for the foreseeable future. I'm going to send some units to the east to help improve public order in Carthago Nova, get some peasants here, and in this town, let's just get some more cav. Going to start getting a force ready to potentially attack Numantia. This town's probably fine with what it currently has. Let's just leave behind the peasants. Just make a move in that direction. Astirica is not too happy about that, but if we go to a low tax rate and we recruit some peasants instead of some auxilia, that should solve that problem, and I'm not expecting to be attacked in this town. That should be pretty safe. You may recall from the previous part we potentially considered attacking the Spanish faction leader here, but because it's not actually going to be a bridge battle, probably not going to go for that. I might park myself on the bridge. I will be inviting an attack, and I only have cav there, so not really the best bridge defenders. So yeah, I think I'm going to be best off just waiting till next turn. Very lucky to have got into this town alive, but it's pretty weakly defended, so that's good to know. Over here in Siwa, public order I'm hoping is going to fix itself pretty quickly. It doesn't look too bad, to be fair, so I think that's going to be fine. And then we have 2k left to spend, so let's go ahead and get some Archer Auxilia in a couple of these towns. These ones are all busy by the looks of it. Okay, Capua I think is already recruiting, yes it is. There is something we can do here, which is, if we just leave behind the peasants, probably risking public order a bit, but I do just want to deal with these just in case they're damaging our economy or blocking our trade. Tempted to auto-resolve this. It's not going to be a great fight. Lots of town militia. If we lose some Hastati I don't really care too much. I'm just going to accept it, get rid of that guy, and we can then return to the town next turn. It's relatively happy, so I'm not too worried, and we can probably just splice a few of these units together. So yeah, that should be fine. Okay, Carthage, let's go ahead and recruit some more Praetorian cohort, although Legionary Cav I think is going to be fine too. On our way to completing the Circus Maximus, we're just going to make it our first town where we can recruit Praetorian Cav. And then we do have a few units that we can stock up, put on our ships. Let's see what this thing is. Pretty weak. Let's just wipe them out first. And then there's another unit here which is pretty weak, so we're going to knock that out. I think it didn't actually sink, but it's got almost nothing left now, so that's fine. Hop on the ship. And we do have a couple of units here that we can put on the ship, or just the one actually. And let's see if we can retrain these. So that's very expensive to retrain, but I think it's worth going for. Gonna move this up to here because I have a feeling this annoying rebel navy is gonna come all the way to the east and keep bothering Admiral Aulus here. One thing I had forgotten in the previous part is I do have Caius Probus here, who we're moving over to Kydonia currently. He's still a long way away, but when he does get there we'll be able to use him to recruit a few extra Cretan archers. In general I do just need quite a few more family members in this part of the world, because they're currently all congregated in Capua, which is not really ideal. But it will be good for when we go to kick off the civil war with the other Romans. And yeah, 600 left in the bank, but I can't think of too much to do with that. We do have a diplomat, I believe, just over here. And I was just going to go and check on the final Gallic town, which I'm pretty sure is now going to be owned by Britannia. Okay, I might be forgetting something, but I'm just going to win the turn. Big fight here. I'm guessing that's something I ask them to do, perhaps? I'm not really sure. Don't manage to sink them, but they do just go over to the rest of our ships. So we can probably finish them off next turn. Okay, a bit of a peasant. Not rebellion, but a riot in Corduba. Lost a few citizens. Not too worried about this. I probably should have checked it, but if we repair this, that's going to be fine. City barracks, I suppose we could repair. Or I could just replace them. Because they are giving us a culture penalty, so if we go for the army barracks instead. The thing is, we're not going to be using this town for much. Once we unite Iberia, it's going to be a massive drag to try and pass units all the way up to the northeast. So I'll probably just leave that as it is, and just get some more peasants. As faction leader has decided to stay put where he currently is. Okay, I'm going to try and swing round. I do have just enough movement points. So we're going to lay siege. Hold out for 6 turns, so I think we'll just wait that out.
Yes, master. Spying.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy fight, but if we unite everything to attack it, send some units up from Carthago Nova, unite them with the units from Asturica, and we should have another unit coming in at Scalabus too. We might be okay there. Yeah, they look fairly happy here. I'll see if I can send Marcus Hostilius out of the town. Does drop them a bit, but they seem relatively happy. Yeah, I can always drop the tax rate, so let's just go over to here. Recruit some Balearic Slingers if we want to. I'm not massively convinced by these. 200 upkeep is quite a lot, and they're not particularly good units. Okay, so this isn't going to be enough to take on Numantia, due to the General's bodyguards, but should be able to start sending up a few more units soon. Let's just get some more peasants here. Public order situation is looking a bit better. We now have Manius Mela, who I'm not sure where he came from actually, I can't remember that. That must have been in the previous part. Okay, so if we try leaving him in the town, just how badly would that screw us? I'm guessing pretty badly. Yeah, 0%. Alright, let's see what we can get away with. So if we put Aulus in the town, that's an immediate massive boost. So I think what we have to do instead is leave Aulus in the town. Even though he's a great commander, I think we have to just leave him in the town. Obviously send the peasants back. Crap. Okay, just wasted a load of movement points, but never mind. Alright, so that puts it at 60%. And we're about to finish off the Proconsul's Palace, so I think we can probably just accept that. Start moving towards Numantia. And this is part of the same mercenary recruitment pool, so can still get the Balearic Slingers if we want to. War declared. That's nothing interesting. It was always inevitable. Tia has completed the Shrine to Saturn, so let's get the Temple to Saturn. Already a massive improvement in the public order here. I will retrain these. I don't think Egypt is going to come and attack us. And quite a lot of recruitment done. Let's just see where we've done all this. So in this town we are working on the Temple to Vulcan. I am going to pick up some more cav, because all of our cav currently is General's bodyguards, and I think there is an argument for just having a few weaker cav units for the sake of chasing down routers and things like that. Start moving that guy towards Kydonia. And we do have a couple of spies here, so let's send one up to spy on this.
Your Honor.
Not really sure what to do with these, to be honest. Lots of recruitment to do though. I think what I'll do is, just to save some time, I'm going to queue these up a few turns in a row. No real downside to that. Slightly inefficient, but save some time. I actually prefer not to bother with these. Go for archers. So the archers aren't going to be too great against the rival Romans. They have quite a few pre-Marian units, but they also have plenty of post-Marian too. Lots of Praetorian cohorts and things like that, and those are going to be Really hard to bring down with archers, but still.
Imperator!
Let's start moving this guy up to attack Campus Getae.
General! Move out! Moves depleted, sir! Imperator!
And yeah, that should be enough to take it down.
No more moves, sir! Your honor.
They are getting stronger here, but this force should be enough. And we've got 3k left in the bank, so Carthago Nova's busy, Corduba obviously needs some peasants. All this we've already checked. Okay, I don't think there's a huge amount else we can do. Tempted to get some onagers actually. Will enable us to take down towns a bit quicker, but the problem is they're just so slow, and they're really awkward to move around. So Bylazura, for example, if we try to go and attack Aquincum or Porolissum, that's going to take too long to move them around, so I think I'll avoid recruiting them for now. And then this town is just perpetually in low pop, so I think we'll leave it be.
Ready to sail! Yes, Captain! Aye, Captain.
See what this is. Okay, fairly weak.
Set sail! Ready to sail! Fleet ready! Set sail! Fleet ready! Aye, aye, Captain! Prepare for battle!
Okay. Didn't lose any ships, so let's start bringing these back and try and retrain them.
Aye, aye, Captain! Moves depleted, sir! Fleet ready! Yes, Captain! Aye, aye, Captain!
We'll end the turn. So Britannia is going to go for yet another attack. And Gaul. Hopefully they'll just weaken them a bit. I'm not expecting them to take them down. This guy is getting stronger and stronger though. 101 units. And that's a chariot unit too. What I really want to see is this guy go down, because he's going to be really difficult to take down. So it looks like Spain has decided not to try and stop us. Okay, so we could wait out the 5 turns. If we decided to go for an assault instead, I think they would be reinforced by this guy. So yeah, I will just wait that out, I think.
Sir! Imperator! Forward! No more moves, sir! Sir! March!
I'm gonna stay in my own lands for now.
Sir!
Okay, Proconsul's Palace is finally finished at Carthago Nova. Happiness has massively gone up. Still, I think we need to try and bump it up a bit more if we can. Oops. Okay, let's get the arena. And let's just get a few more peasants. And I'm going to risk sending Aula's Scipio out of the town. Let's see how well they deal with this. Wow, that really does make a massive difference. Still, 70% is okay. They're not gonna riot. And should get better from here on out, so that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna join him up with one of these forces, and then we might be able to go for an earlier attack. Alternatively, we could go for the attack on Numantia with this guy instead of the other general, or could even use both of them. I don't think it makes a massive difference either way. Okay, we're back to being the strongest faction, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Julii. I seem to have slowed down a bit. Okay, let's push up and attack this. We can actually go straight in, but I don't think we're strong enough. Let's see. Yeah, there's just too many phalanx units, so going for an actual siege would just be really painful. Could maybe go for an auto-resolve. That might actually work a bit better. I do find it kind of funny looking back on the very start of the campaign when I was super reluctant to use auto-resolve, and I don't even know why. Like, sometimes it just makes sense, it saves a lot of time, and you get better results, so there's absolutely no reason not to. And siege battles are kind of hit and miss anyway. But yeah, Porolissum seems to be completely doomed now, so that's going to be the end of Dacia. I'm not sure whether I want to attack Scythia. I think I probably don't, but that would be a fairly easy conquest. And it would turn Campus Getae into... don't know what to call it. It would stop Campus Getae from being a frontier town, which is always tempting. Okay, I'm gonna keep recruiting Legionary Cav here. We're almost finished with the Hippodrome. And in this town, we're just going to retrain our navy.
Ready to sail.
Looks fairly clear for us to start moving towards Kydonia.
Set sail.
Let's go for that.
Ready to sail.
Hang on a minute.
Ready to sail.
Crap, got mixed up. Okay, so this guy is actually going to Capua. He's meant to be going to Capua. The other guy is going to be free to move towards Kydonia.
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Move depleted.
And we should be able to get probably at least 2 units of Cretan archers from doing that, so it definitely makes sense to do so.
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
And rather than retraining them right now, let's focus on keeping the recruitment up in these towns. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Let's check in with our diplomat. Unless he died? He might have died. I'm just going to end the turn. I'm trying to speed this along a bit, as you can probably tell. Okay. Maintain siege. Spying on this, nothing of note. Oh, he's still alive. I didn't spot him for some reason. Okay, so yeah, as expected, Britannia has taken the Gallic town, which explains what he's doing in Iberia. Unfortunately, Numancia is actually looking really weak now. Faction leader's still alive, but I've been denied the opportunity to besiege this myself. And I don't really want to go to war with Britannia, so that's not good.
Imperator. Forward. Move depleted, sir.
Okay. I'm going to keep moving towards it. If we do have to go to war with Britannia, it's not the end of the world. We don't really share many borders with them.
Move out. Sir.
They're obviously not going to be happy about us being in their lands, but whatever. That's all fine. Okay, so some recruitment done here, some more recruitment queued.
General.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be auto-resolvable. They've actually got a 3rd family member now. But they shouldn't be able to recruit anything else, so we can pretty much just wait this out. Thracian agent found in Tireless, that's fine, they've got nothing left at this point. Temple to Saturn is completed at Siwa, which pretty much concludes everything we can do in this town. Julia has overtaken us once again. Dacia is gone, okay. So the factions are really starting to drop like flies now. No more Dacia. Thrace is about to be destroyed, Gaul is about to be destroyed, Spain is about to be destroyed, they're all kind of dropping like flies. So yeah, there's not too much we can do, we're waiting out quite a few sieges right now, so let's just go ahead and recruit. Don't really mind too much what I recruit. The main thing is just to focus on legionary cohorts and not early legionary cohorts. Yeah, that all seems fine. Okay, so let's have a look at our recent construction. So Carthage is done with the Circus Maximus, so let's definitely start getting some Praetorian Cav. And in this town, let's just get some Roman Cav. That's probably fine. Gaul's still bribing us, so definitely deserve to be betrayed by us. It's not like we're their allies, to be fair. Spain not asking for a ceasefire, instead trying to bribe our capital, which is obviously not going to work. I'm pretty sure the Romans are unbribable.
Our fleet is under attack.
Oh, that's not good. We should win this, yeah. Okay, so what actually happened? So it looks like we lost the fight, but we still managed to get our governor over to the town, so that's all good. Let's step him out, and yeah, there are 2 units of Cretan archers available, so I'm going to get those immediately. I'll also get the hoplites while I'm here. That's most of our money gone, but that's fine. Let's step into the ship,
Sir. Fleet ready. Aye, aye, Captain.
and let's actually focus on... We can't actually retrain our navy in that particular town. Lots of Brutii lurking outside Bilazora. I'm not sure what to make of this because they shouldn't be able to betray us. So unless they're waiting for me to betray them, I'm not sure what's going on. They could be passing through, but it just seems a bit strange. Actually, let's not recruit Auxilia. They're a bit crap. Roman Cav should be a lot better. And then over here we are now potentially free to go for the assault. What I want to know is, if we do this... Actually need to transfer an infantry unit across first. Okay, so if we were to go for this, yeah, it would be both of them. So I don't think I want to do that. Army barracks is completed at Syracuse, which enables us to recruit legionary cohorts. Might as well get one of those.
Aye, Captain. Set sail. No more moves, sir. Fleet ready. Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, so we've got a really good force built up at Capua now. When we do go for the Civil War, we should be able to take out Rome relatively easily. They are stuck with just the pre-Marian units, which are never going to be a massive threat. And then Tarentum is actually pretty heavily guarded, but Croton is pretty weakly garrisoned. Aquincum, I was about to say. Ariminum, that's how it's pronounced, Ariminum, and Arretium are relatively strongly defended. In fact, the Julii just seem to have a huge number of units absolutely everywhere. But we should be safe to take down Thrace on our own. There's no chance that the Julii are going to come in and steal that town from us. So I think we're all good. Admiral Amulius has died, which is completely fine, because some of these admirals with command stars are actually quite annoying. Not sure where this guy is. This is our man in Iberia, actually. Okay. So I think strongest faction is just going to flip-flop between us and the Julii, and that's fine. It's kind of a mixed bag when we actually do go to war with them. Obviously they have the difficulty settings in their favour, but we have the fact that we're not AI in our favour, so I think we're going to be fine when we go for that. We do have to take on the Brutii at the same time, of course. But we are reaching the point where we're actually going to go for that. Here we go, they are going to come and attack us. Let's see. So we have got our faction leader here. He's... I don't even know. 9 stars, I think that is. Looking very promising. This is all cav for now. But we can bring in some more units. We've got the 1 unit of Astarte, I guess. Our reinforcements should be coming in from the left side, so let's bear that in mind, although actually I think it does depend on which direction we get attacked from. Yeah, I think they should still be coming in from the left. Okay, let's see what happens. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Astarte right at the back. And the cav should be maneuverable enough that we can put them wherever we want them, as actually, it looks like our reinforcements are coming in from a completely different side, so let's try and get over to them. And these Astarte could be in some trouble, but chances are we will be able to get them over. So this is all infantry. Let's see actually, so they are going to try and rush towards us. Some Spanish mercenaries there, we can easily rout those if we do want to charge into these. I'm not seeing many spearmen actually, so I'm pretty tempted just to charge into them. These are mostly equites. Okay, so let's see. Lyric slingers. Need to be careful of the general's bodyguard, but I think we can take him. Let's see, so yeah, we are going to have a fight, I think, with the opposing general's bodyguard, is that? Or is it something else? No, it's just round shield cav. Okay, so let's just take them on. Should be able to rout them. Meanwhile, doesn't look like they're charging towards our infantry just yet. So yeah, we're going to go full cav. They should have their faction leader coming in. In fact, he is coming in from this direction, looking at it now. Naked fanatics. I think we are just going to run them all down with our cav. Makes sense. Cav are widely considered to be pretty overpowered in this game, and when you do mass them up and start charging them into things, it does tend to work, to be fair. You don't really need to go for anything amazingly tactical. Yeah, there's the General's armed bodyguard with the 89 men, that's what we need to be really careful of. I'm going to actually probably pull back now. I can surround him properly. I think I should just about be able to manage. Let's see, so Barbarian mercenaries there. If we go for a surround on them, that's probably going to be fine. General's bodyguard doesn't seem too keen to get involved. Alright, let's just charge these. They'll probably break. Okay, so easily able to swallow them up. This is very much kind of at the limits of what my laptop can handle. I am still using a laptop. I am planning to upgrade it. Thing is, I'm in this situation where I know for a fact that the new Nvidia GTX cards are going to come out later this year. Not for a fact, I guess, but it's widely rumored that there is going to be a new generation of graphics cards coming out at the end of the year. So I can't bring myself to actually get a new PC right now, knowing that that's coming. This feels like a really bad time to buy one. It's not just that as well. There is of course a new generation of CPUs coming in too. So there's quite a lot that I think is worth waiting for. Which might be a mistake because this thing is really on its last legs. I actually lost my SSD not too long ago. Fortunately, this particular save file was on the HDD, so didn't lose the campaign, which is nice. Okay, so we are going to charge into the general here. It's a little bit risky, I'm hoping, because he is going to see his other units routing, and we do have a good surround going. We might be able to fight him off, but in theory it's kind of in his favour just because of the sheer strength of his units. 2 gold chevrons, of course. Really should not underestimate this, so I might have to pull out. I'm just going to see how he's doing on the morale. Yeah, he's still eager and he's still fresh, so I think I'm going to have to actually pull out of here, which is going to result in quite a few losses. Hopefully not a mass rout. This is our faction leader, so we should be okay for morale. Let's see, so most of those guys left behind will probably die, although actually it looks like most of them did make it out okay. Alright, these are pre-Marian units, which is not ideal, but we've got enough of them that we should be okay. I'm going to try and move them in, throw the peeler, lure the Spanish into an attack. Okay, here we go. Looks like he's getting ready to charge. Okay, so he's kind of separating his units a bit. Looks like the armored bodyguard might come for us separately. Let's see, actually. Textures are looking okay, so that's good. Might have solved the problem. Iberian infantry easily routed. There is the rest of his forces now though coming in, so got to be a bit careful. I'm going to try charging into these. This is the weaker general, so we should be able to handle him with just our cav, and these things need to form up. I can get them right. Need to be careful of the other armored bodyguard, which is going to come in. Our faction leader has actually died there. Did not expect that to happen. He's one of the first to go down, which is really unlucky. I don't really think that was a tactical blunder, but this is going to be a lot harder now. That was just really bad luck, I think. That does suck. We are very much at risk of a mass rout here. Bit of a disaster. Yeah, really big risk that we're going to get routed here. What the? Oh man, I got really confused. So, who died? The enemy king died, I guess. Is that right? We took out the enemy king and our faction leader was actually still alive at that point, so really big oversight on my part. This is a mess. Gotta hope that my sheer numbers will enable me to prevail, but yeah, that was a big screw up. I mean, obviously a really good general. I'm not happy with how that went, but It's not the end of the world. This is not exactly the front line in the campaign. Kind of just clearing up Spain at this point. Okay. So, the big scary bodyguard has gone all the way off. These are mostly skirmishers. In fact, almost entirely skirmishers, so let's just go for them. Yeah, I got really confused. I think what happened was I heard the sound clip as saying that my king was killed, which to be fair didn't make sense because of course as the Romans we don't have a king. But I definitely heard it as our king was killed. And I don't know. I'm not sure how that happened. We were still kind of unlucky though because most of his bodyguard was still alive when he died. Should be able to beat some round shield cav, surely. Okay, so we still got the numbers. Yeah, the thing is the morale's going to be really low. Obviously I don't mind at all losing the pre-Marian units. It's not really an issue. If we have this many soldiers, I would hope we could withstand a charge from the general. I'm not sure how many men he has left. We did surround him a bit. Yeah, they do seem to be mostly routing. And throw our peeler at them. At least stop them from running away. Some more reinforcements coming in too. Coming in from this side though, so that's good. Kind of forgot about these. And they might be actually quite needed, as it turns out. Yeah, the less said about that thing with the general, the better. Let's see, can we see his numbers? Yeah, he's still got almost all of them left, but it's just going to be that one unit. So we can probably handle it. Especially with the reinforcements. And a lot of this stuff can be retrained. These I'm pretty sure are going to rout as soon as they get hit. Yep, okay, so let's try and mop those up. Opposing general is steaming over, but we should have the numbers here.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee!
Okay, gotta form up. Should be coming in. Oh crap, yeah, he's managed to rout us with the first charge. Okay. Gotta hope that the rot doesn't spread. Got a good surround going. He's tired, he's fighting to the death, excellent.
Gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts!
Okay, so that's gotta be pretty much it now.
The enemy show their true virtue.
I don't know if we need to chase them down because this is of course their final force. But, just to be safe. Yeah, I did have a moment there where I was kind of panicking a bit. I thought I might have thrown it away, but in the end everything was fine. Okay, so we did take quite a few losses, but even with everything else that happened, we did manage to get more kills than deaths, as yeah, we did lose our general, but he did manage to get quite a few kills, so all in all, worth it for the sake of taking a new town. Okay, so for some reason we didn't take the town. It's fallen to the rebels now, but that is the end of Spain. Okay, Scipii is dead, that kind of sucks, but never mind. Let's see about this, how strong are these? I think I'm just gonna auto-resolve this because, yeah, honestly, do just want the town. These kind of pre-Marian units are pretty useless now, and we can probably justify just mixing them together. Not really thinking too much about this, but yeah, that looks about right, I guess. Okay, so we've taken Oscar. We've got a few extra units here that we can mix together as well. Okay, so that's going to be our new front line in the potential fight against the Julii. As annoyingly, this situation still needs to be dealt with. What the? Flash flood in Numidia. Cirta has been affected. This must be scripted, but I don't remember this ever happening before. So the Proconsul's Palace, paved roads, awesome Temple of Saturn, and a very small number of deaths. I don't really mind that. And there we go. That's interesting. I mean, it doesn't look good. I mean, the game is quite old now, obviously, but it's pretty crappy looking. Let's be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna repair all that stuff, and I'm just going to, I think, otherwise ignore it. I'm not too bothered by that. Faction destroyed Spain, as we know. Faction announcements, we've got a new guy who's come of age. Into Scipio. We'll recruit some mercenary hoplites if we want to, I don't think we do though. Lucius the Engineer is our new faction leader. He's fairly solid. Is he actually the governor? Yeah, he is. So, he's making us lots of money. Okay, now I do really want to attack Numantia. I can't recall if this is one turn after Britannia besieged them again, or if it's the same turn. I've forgotten that. How good is this town? So, a minor city. Can recruit Roman Cav at least, do some retraining, and let's go ahead and get the Legion Barracks. I think we can definitely justify getting some military buildings in this town. Styria goes back to being very happy, Scalabus is fine, Corduba is just about fine, but let's go ahead and get some more peasants. Carthago Nova, I can imagine, probably wants some more peasants too. And we do have a few generals over here that we can bring over to Oscar, so it doesn't matter too much that we lost Aulus. Okay, so 6k left in the bank. We very much want to keep building up here because we're rapidly approaching the point where we have to go to the Civil War, and I am a bit nervous about that. They are very numerous. They're getting stronger and stronger. Let's see what these peasants are, or rebels. Rebel peasants and things. Yeah, this kind of thing we can just easily auto-resolve.
General, Imperator, engage the enemy! Victory! General, Imperator, prepare for battle! Victory! Move out!
Send them back into the town, and we can just very quickly retrain them. That's all our money gone. Okay, so one thing we should actually do, which I should have saved some money for, although we do still have a spy here, is we're going to go over here and just have a look at what's going on with Egypt. They're actually pretty weakly defended. I could probably even take both of these towns if I went for a really quick attack, and I know that they are really good towns, really rich towns, so easily worth having. And of course you do get the lighthouse, or whatever it's called, Pharos, at Alexandria, which halves the chance of ships sinking and increases naval movement. So yeah, that would be nice to have. But the problem is, if I do go to war with Egypt, then I'm going to have to defend from them too. They're going to start sending wave after wave in my direction. We know that they own pretty much the whole of Arabia, so I'm not sure I want to actually kick that off. Yeah, I think what I'll probably just do is end the turn, and I want to see how things play out over at Numantia. Did I repair this stuff? No, I didn't. Okay, so I need to do that next turn, but drop them to a low tax rate, they're actually okay. That's probably fine. Okay, so I didn't see what happened with Britannia there, if it was displayed. Not sure what the Julii are going to do next, because they're not going to betray us, it's up to us to betray them. Pergamum, yeah, I don't want to attack that. Okay, so let's see what happened. Yeah, he's still besieging it, which is really annoying. He's only got to wait 2 more turns. I think I'm going to have to go to war with them. As they do have some big forces up towards the rest of Gaul. But I obviously do want that town because I want to take Oscar. I mean, I want to be able to move everything to Oscar and use that as my front line. Once we've got some units in Oscar, the rest of our towns should be safe. We know that Britannia is willing to march all the way down here, which is kind of annoying, but hopefully we can see them coming if we do just drop a watchtower somewhere. Which I'm sure we can do. Probably have to kill this guy too. Okay, well I think we've done enough of this part, so thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, where we will be probably with some reluctance going to war with Britannia just so we can take Numantia, and then after that there's not really much else to do other than to either attack Egypt or to attack the other Romans. So either way, we're about to come up against our toughest opponent yet, and things are going to be getting very interesting. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.